ways that I've received inspiration to write songs. The first way is a scripture from the Bible comes to mind. An example of this is Philippians chapter 3, which many years ago was one of my favorite chapters, and I thought I should write a song about that. It wasn't any kind of glaring revelation from heaven. It was just that chapter contains so much powerful truth. I should put it in a song. Of course, some of the excerpts from that chapter are where Paul says, everything else is worthless when compared with the infinite value of knowing Christ my Lord. I want to know the power of your resurrection. I want to forget the past and look forward to what lies ahead, to press on, to reach the end of the race and receive the heavenly prize. I can't remember anything about the actual process of writing the song, but the point is this. I had an idea, and so I just made a decision. I'm going to carve out time, I'm going to sit down and experiment, put down ideas. And the song In the Secret, that's what came of it. Just, hey, this is a good idea. Number 2, you get a picture in your mind's eye. You get this idea in the form of an image. And for me, the biggest example of that is my song called The River Is Here, in which I saw a repeated vision. Now this definitely crosses over into the realm of revelation. It's one of those experiences where you knew you were getting something not from your own idea factory, which sometimes produces lots of bad ideas. I was getting something from God. A mountain with a river running down it. Very simple image that repeated a couple of times over a couple of days. And so I did a simple process of looking up in the Bible references to mountain and river. The books of Psalms, Ezekiel, and the book of Revelation, I found many images from that. The river of life, the mountain is a place you go to meet with God. These kinds of images are used over and over again in Scripture. And so the song The River Is Here is what came out of it. I just sat down again. I was on a couple of day retreat, part of which was for songwriting. Sat down and started writing. And I thought, I haven't written anything like this before in terms of the genre of it, but it turned out okay. Number 3, you may just feel compelled to go write a song. So you go get in a room by yourself, and what I do is I simply ask God, okay, what should I write about? And then I start messing around with ideas. Experimentation. Just get in there, start doing things. What the ideas that come to you, you may have no idea whether that's just a crappy idea or a good idea. Doesn't really matter. Go with it. And in time it'll become obvious to you whether it's a dead end or whether maybe it's just a song for your own inspiration, or maybe you end up sharing it in public. Maybe you share it only once, and maybe you share it 5 times or 500 times. Maybe you share it with one person and it just becomes a funnel for the love of God to come to that person. That's a good enough reason for writing it. Number 4, during a practice time or a private worship time, you get an idea for a lyric or a melody or a chord progression. It just sounds good. It feels like it has life in it. Example of this happened a few years ago where I got this cool chord progression and groove, really, just over a D chord, and I started asking myself, what does this feel like? It just so happened that on the next Sunday I was going to be leading worship in a place, and the theme of the sermon was going to be on obedience. So I wrote a song about obedience, and I ended up recording that song some months later. So you take those little snippets of melody, chord progression, lyric ideas, and you just start building on it, and you see if it goes somewhere. Sometimes it just pours out. Sometimes it just struggles and fizzles out, doesn't go anywhere. So there's the first 4 out of 10. The next will come in session 2.